a long time ago, the measuring of passing of time was not as intricate as it is today. It's not as precise. And we didn't need to know precisely every second of the day. We didn't need to know that every day of the week. And so what happens is that, for instance, my father, on his birth certificate, he was asked, when were you born? He said, he couldn't speak English. Through an interpreter, this man here wants to know when you were born. And he said, oh, and then he gave them a year. He said, I was born in the spring of a certain year. I forget what year he said. So he translated that to that person recording. No, what month? Oh, go on a pia Asian Kadegi, Asian Kaza da Jesus. Omanjiduk, gone Ningi Kenazin, Ziguning et to go, and Apanego, ni Windamoa, Kenawea. This man wants to know what month you were born. I don't know what month. All I know is I was born in the spring of this year. Why does he want to know the month? I says, nobody's ever asked me that before. What a ridiculous question. However, we did have names for the months, and a lot of them have cultural teachings associated with it. So it basically comes down to availability of food. We got a wild rice month. We got a strawberry moon. The environmental happenings. So freezing water moon always occurs in November. And so we always know that freezing water moon, why is that so significant? Well, apparently the method of travel was always by waterway. And so when your method of travel freezes over, you need to change your method of, that's when you put away the canoe and get out probably snowshoes or whatever you need to travel on the ice. And so also every year in the month of October, the leaves turn color. Well, October is the leaves turning color. And then, or excuse me, September, October, November, those ones, the leaves turn color, the leaves start falling, and that's just a cycle that repeats itself every year. So that was probably the most significant event for the people. And in the spring, when the leaves start budding, that's another name for May, the leaves budding moon, and they call it the flowering moon. Well, why is the leaves budding so significant? What happens is that the elders tell us that in the spring is when the new year for the Anishinaabe begins. And so that's when you should complete all of your feasting of all your sacred items, and they call the spring ceremonies. Well, you know, there's a certain time period when you have to do that. And how do you know that? You spend de bezid our leaves. When the leaves on the trees are the size of your little baby finger, and what they tell us, when the leaves are big enough that they are the size of a beaver's ear. You ever see a beaver's ear? It's really small. When the leaves get that big, then you try to complete your ceremonies before that happens. So spiritually, all the ceremonies have to occur and be done before the season of spring is done.